New Year's greetings from the deck of Kinney Natatorium, where the Bucknell swimming and diving team is quite literally plunging into 2023. As we do with these segments, we're going to look ahead, talk about the things that are coming up for our program, but we also wanted to catch everybody up on some of the exciting things that have been happening in the month since we last talked to you. When we last talked to everyone, we were heading into final exams here at Bucknell, which is obviously a high academic stress time as everybody's working to finish up the semester as best as possible. But it's also an important time where it's really key for the team to continue to train consistently so that we're in a good place coming out of exams and winter break. The team did a great job during this stretch. On the academic front, our women's team finished the semester with a 3.70 GPA. Our men's team also was successful with a 3.32 team GPA. And so I have senior captains Jacqueline Runsville and Garrett Kieselte here just to tell us a little bit about what is it like to navigate through that time where there's so much going on and so much kind of at stake. So Jacqueline, how do you stay focused during final exams?
During exams, we had a variety of different practices to be able to go to. We could choose if we wanted to come in the morning or at night, or in the afternoon rather, to break up the academic focus. So we were able to hold each other accountable during that time and break up the day by coming to practice and swimming a little bit.
And Garrett, I know both teams set team GPA goals. That's part of our overall goal setting process. How do you guys reinforce that maybe during that time when you know it's all coming to a head?
So we try to make sure that everyone gets their studying done and prioritizes their academics, whether it be, encouraging teammates to go to the library or helping them with whatever studies that they have to try and reinforce those goals that we set out in the beginning of the year, but also making having an importance of being in the pool and training consistently throughout, as it kind of gives you a little bit of a stress relief and a break from the rigorous academics here.
Yeah, once again, the team did a good job. We trained consistently, so we were able to go down to Florida and kind of get to work right away. But once again, great success in the classroom, which is part of what being a Bison student athlete's all about. So coming out of final exams, the team got going with their training again at a little bit higher level already on campus. But then we had the great fortune to travel down to Naples, Florida for about a week of intense training. But in addition to working hard in the pool, it's a great time for the team to come together, to bond, to reinforce goals. And we felt like it was a really, really productive training trip. I've got senior captain Alec Baker here and junior Caroline McGann to tell us a little bit about the highlights of the trip. So Alec, what do you remember? What stood out for you from this trip this year?
Right. One of the main things that I can point to, as Dan kind of mentioned, we really built a lot of chemistry in and out of the pool. So that came in the form of hanging out on the pool deck in between practice sessions and lifts, and really just spending some good quality time with each other in between meetings, and just getting to know the younger kids, especially the hotel rooms that we had. We had a good mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen, and it really was just good for team bonding.
Definitely a great opportunity to bring the team together. What are your highlights, Caroline, as you look back?
I would definitely say that the opportunity that the team had with the pool in general, we had a 10-lane pool, long course, 27-lane short course. So we definitely maximized our potential while we were down training-wise, and I couldn't be more grateful for that opportunity.
That is a great opportunity, and we are all grateful to have that. And so we put in a great week of training. The team then headed home to be able to spend their holidays with their family and friends. But we are back now, looking forward to where we go from here. Now we're joined by Nick Perrone, one of our senior diving and a captain of our swimming and diving team. Nick, just catch us up. We've heard a little bit from the others about what's going on with final exams, training trip. Tell us what's been going on down on the boards end of the pool.
Yeah, so we're at the point in the season where we are really starting to step up the dives. It's been great so far, but everybody's really pushing each other to try some new things and maybe improve on some things we're a little more scared of or worried about. We're looking forward to implementing those new dives in the upcoming meets and seeing how we can contribute for the rest of the year.
Great. As Nick alluded to, for both the swimmers and the divers, we are at the point in the season where it is time to raise it up a level, to really hone in, to sharpen skills and race strategies. We are in the home stretch of the season, and while a lot of people think of the winter sport of swimming and diving being split between the two semesters, a big chunk of it is in the first semester. When we come back, as we get going where we're at right now, this Wednesday we are 5 weeks out from the start of our championship season, so we know it's time to be at our best, and that's really what we're focusing on as we move through January, making sure we're translating all the good work we've done in practice into a meet setting. We are really excited. On Saturday, we take on Army West Point, which will be a great competitors and great competition. Then we have Senior Recognition Day against league rival Lehigh. And at that point, that'll be the end of our dual meet season. We'll move into postseason with the Bison Invite, a last chance before we get to our big meets of Patriots and ECACs. But overall, we're really pleased with where the team's at. But right now, the name of the game is translating that work into performance in the coming meets. Go Bison!